Good morning. Welcome. I'm going to wait about 2 minutes to allow anyone else to join live, but then we'll get started. So if this is recording, you can go ahead and fast forward just a minute, or if you're here live, I'm going to give it just a second. And I have my bowl this morning, so I'll have a little bit of sound with us. Just giving it a couple more seconds, and then we will begin. All right. Thank you all. Class today is really about coming into the body. And so why this is distinct from perhaps other meditations that you've practiced is that a lot of times there is an attempt to access spaciousness, access presence through the mind. So we sort of do this tops-down approach. And this can be quite frustrating because the mind itself, if we're entering in through the mind, working with thoughts, using the mind as the director in our meditation, my experience has always been that this is quite fruitless. While I may be able to calm my mind, rarely have I accessed the sort of spaciousness and depth that meditation has always promised me. And so the reason that this is because the brain is always, we've given the brain the job to always be, to be doing something, to be making sense of the world around us. So that's categorizing information. It's comparing it to the past and to the future. And so the brain is sort of inherently active. It's inherently working within the ego, within maintaining our sense of self. And so I find that if you use meditation tactics that really try to take that tops-down approach, you're quite limited in sort of the, dare I say, enlightenment that you can achieve. And so in the Vajrayana and in other Buddhist, Hindu, and Japanese Zen practices, the belief is that the body is sort of naturally wakeful, that its natural state is open, it's spacious, it's welcoming, it's dynamic. And so we use very technical meditations, very focused on different aspects of the body in order to allow us that spaciousness. It really sort of is a reconnecting or reprogramming of how we relate to the body, since there's so many of us. We don't live our lives inside of our body. And so that's really what we're looking to change through these meditations. And so I would like you all to transition into a lying down posture if that's available to you. So that is on your back, hands crossed over the low belly, feet planted into the ground so that your knees are up and in the air. So be flat, knees planted, feet planted, so your knees are up. And I want you to sort of play around with the distance of your feet so that when you knock your knees together, it's very comfortable. And then, like I said, hands crossed over the low belly, or they can be side by side if you find that more comfortable. And the goal here is that I want you to be very comfortable and very easy. So why don't you take just a minute to really settle. You want to feel balanced on both sides. You want to feel that you've shimmied out any final irritants. And when you feel like you've, got everything out that you need to get out, can you come into stillness? So can you come into a savasana like you would in yoga? Can you practice that stillness? So taking your time now to do that. So once you're comfortable, I want us to spend just a few minutes working with safety. And so one of the ways that I open my heart chakra and the ways that I ground is that I really allow myself to sink into the earth. So I allow myself to be supported by the earth. The earth is always there, strong, sturdy, receiving. You can energetically exchange, so you can give what you no longer want to the earth, and the earth will give you back renewed energy. So can you just feel into the earth's energy below you for a little bit? I'm going to play a bit of my bowl here just to see if you can really just feel into the energy. Don't think about it, just see if you can feel that current. Sinking into the earth, sinking. Can you actually start to blur the lines between where your body ends and the earth begins? So can you actually become one with the earth? As cheesy as it sounds, but can you actually somatically just blur that line? Can you actually, when you breathe in, can you breathe in the experience of breathing in the edge of the earth? So giving that a try for just a little bit. What we're doing here is we're relaxing the body. We want to relax the body as much as we can, and part of that